Hi guys, hope you're doing good, and today I'm going to be doing another CD update. This time I'm going to be showing things that I got in a VCLT from Roger Kjorvik back in May, and I've been listening to them over the last couple of weeks. I want to say big thanks to Roger for thinking of me and sending me these CDs. I really enjoyed them all to a certain degree. He sent me 8 CDs, mostly thrash and black metal, and yeah, without any further ado, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so I'm going to begin with the only one that's not thrash or black metal, but it kind of does have a slight thrashy undertone, this band. I'm going to start with Vader, and this is an EP called Iron Times that they released in 2016. Well, the one that I have is on Witching Hour Productions, but I think they also put it out on Nuclear Blast. And there's the inside. It does open up like that, which is quite cool. And yeah, this features 4 tracks. 2 tracks from their Empire album. A cover of a song by a band called Panzer X, which is actually the guitarist and vocalist Peter's other band, and a Motorhead cover of Overkill, which is really cool actually. So I guess they must have just been messing about with doing them songs and just decided to release it with a couple of songs from the album that they had out at the time. And yeah, it's some really cool stuff. The covers are really cool. I really liked the Panzer X cover, so I'll have to look into them. Yeah, it's the 2 songs from the Empire were really cool, really thrashy. So I'll definitely have to go check that album out. Still quite new to Vader. I've listened to bits and bobs, but just little bits and bobs really, and not a lot of their discography. So yeah, that's the first one. I liked it. Second one is another band that I knew of. Not many of these bands I did know of, but this one I did. Nekromantheon, and this is their album Visions of Trismegistos from 2021. Their 3rd album. Yeah, this band are from Norway. They play like a Black and Thrash, and this is actually the 2nd album that I've got of them, because Simon the Pipe Face sent me this one about a year or so ago, and I really liked it. So Roger must have seen that and wanted to send me this one as well. And yeah, I liked the one that Simon sent me, but I think I like this one even more. This one just sounded more savage and heavy than the other one that I've got. Some brilliant riffs, brilliant heavy riffs. The sounds to me reminded me a lot of like Slayer, Creator, Sepultura, and yeah, definitely. Oh, I forgot about it. I forgot he did that. Definitely in that sort of early Slayer Creator kind of sound. Vocals have got that kind of echoey sound on them, and they're quite vicious as well. And yeah, I really enjoyed this album. This was awesome. Definitely one of my favourites out of the stack that he sent me. Next up, another thrash band, Apostasy this is, and the album's called The Sign of Darkness. Come out in 2018, and this is their 2nd album. Yeah, again, this band are from Chile, and they've had 3 albums out. This is obviously the middle one, and again, it has that sort of early Slayer Creator, but difference is that it sort of, to me, sounded like it had more of like an 80s traditional metal influence as well. It wasn't too heavy on the thrash side. I mean, there was fast moments, but there were some sort of more mid-paced moments that kind of had like an evil atmosphere and more of like an 80s metal kind of vibe. I liked it. I don't think I liked it as much as some of the others in this stack, but for what it was, I thought it was pretty decent. There's the CD, quite classic looking. There was a really cool bass solo towards the end, which I really liked. And also, I really liked The Great Damnation. I thought that song was great. The vocals reminded me a lot of Tom Araya from like Show No Mercy. So yeah, if that's the sort of thing that you like, I think you might enjoy this. I did like it, but I don't think I liked it as much as the other albums. Next up, and the last one of the more thrashy albums, this is Sarcator, and this is their self-titled debut album from 2020. This band are from Sweden, and they play like black and thrash, and they definitely have a big black metal like influence, vocally and riffs. They have like these black metal elements in the music, which I really liked, and they definitely had like the ferocious thrash, a bit more of a modern kind of thrash sound, but they mixed it really nice with these black metal bits. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like Aura Noir and Niflheim, that sort of thing. Yeah, some amazing guitar solos and riffs on this. Really great. And even though it's 50 minutes long, this album, it didn't drag. It just, it did not feel like 50 minutes. I enjoyed it that much. It was honestly one of my favourites out of the ones that Roger sent me. And I'll definitely want to check out the other 2 albums that this band has got. Yeah, they really impressed me with that album. Okay, now we're going to go a bit more into the black metal with the next lot. And the first one, another band that I had no idea about. This band is called Balmog, not Balrog like from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, they're called Balmog, and the album is called Vacuum, and this came out in 2018, and this is their 3rd album. And yeah, this band are from Spain, and they've had 5 albums out, and yeah, they play black metal, but I would definitely say there's a slight like death metal influence. They kind of reminded me a bit of like Mugwar, but maybe with a bit more of a death metal-y kind of atmosphere. It was very suffocating. That's how I would describe it. It's like suffocating listening to this, because it was so like blasty and quite heavy. I liked it. I thought it was good. It was really good. I even enjoyed the instrumental. There's like a strange like instrumental in the middle of the album, and I even thought that was quite cool. Really cool to just put this on and just be lost in it. Yeah, it's not the usual black metal that I would listen to, but I really liked it. Definitely Eating the Descendant is probably my favourite song. The last 2 songs I felt dragged a little bit too much, and I think they were my least favourite on the album. But the rest of it I did like, and I would be inclined to check out more from this band and see what their other stuff's like. Next is a band that I think they're called UR. It's spelled UR, so I don't know whether that's or I don't know. And the album is called Black Vortex, which I thought was a really cool name for an album. And this came out in 2017. Their one and only album, and they have put out 2 EPs as well. And this band are from Poland, and they play like a black and heavy metal. It sort of reminded me a bit of like Satiricon's black and roll stuff in the 2000s. It sort of had that influence where, you know, they had like almost like heavy metal riffs. Some interesting vocals. It was like he did like the black metal screams, but then he kind of did these weird sort of clean vocals at times, which I found a little bit strange the first time. But the second time listening, I think I liked it a little bit more. I enjoyed it a lot more. Some cool riffs actually. I think my favourite songs were probably We Are Mortal, Shed My Skin, The Last Feast. I thought that was pretty good. And yeah, I liked it. I did like it overall. Probably isn't my like number one kind of style for black metal, but I did enjoy it, and it was a cool listen. Next up is a band that I'm sure quite a lot of people will know because they are very popular in the black metal scene, and that is Blackbraid, and this is Blackbraid 1 from 2022, their debut album, from this one-man American atmospheric black metal band, and I put abbreviated commas there because to me it didn't really sound like atmospheric black metal. It kind of felt more like melodic black metal. They definitely had like that Norwegian blasts, and then they had like these more kind of slower moments that sort of reminded me more of like melodic black metal. Yeah, some really good vocals, really great riffing. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this or not because I am. That's pretty cool. I liked that. I wasn't sure whether I was going to like this or not, but I did. I enjoyed it. The only two songs that I didn't like was the second song, As the Creek Flows Softly By. I didn't enjoy that, and I didn't enjoy the song that came after that. But the rest of it I thought was brilliant, and my favourite song was the first one, The River of Time Flows Through Me. I thought that song was excellent. So I would definitely give a try to their other two albums. I know they put a new one out, or the guy put a new one out not that long ago. So yeah, I wouldn't mind giving them a go because I did enjoy quite a lot from this album. And then the last one is another band that I didn't have a clue who these were, and the band is called Scorpii, and I believe this band is made up of members from Windir when Windir broke up. A couple of the members formed this band. This is their debut album, Monument, that came out in 2008, and they've only put out 2 albums and a demo, and the demo actually comes with this, which is quite cool. Makes it a bit of a long listen though, to listen to all of it in one go. The second time I listened to this, I split it up. I listened to the demo and the album separate, but yeah, I really wasn't sure whether I was going to like this one either, because it was a melodic black metal, but I absolutely loved this. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. It reminded me a lot of like if neoclassical black metal was a thing, this is what it would sound like to me, because it had a heavy influence of like classical music and like neoclassical metal, and I liked that. I thought it was great, and then you mix that in with some of the like Norwegian black metal, and it was a really nice mix. Some brilliant riffs. I liked the vocals. There was some clean vocals every now and then, which didn't detract it from me. I thought it kind of enhanced it a little bit. Made it kind of sound a little bit like fantasy-ish, if that makes sense. And another positive was that the keyboards was not too prominent. I mean, there were moments where the keyboards came in and pianos a little bit, but it didn't it didn't oversaturate it, and it didn't outstay its welcome, and I liked that. Yeah, and then just quickly on the demo, the Ataranga demo from 2005, I like that as well. It was a bit more raw, obviously, because it's a demo. Some of the riffs were quite heavy, heavier than on the album. Some really awesome, almost like borderline like thrash metal riffs at times. The first two songs, Fall of Man and A Transcendental Journey, them two songs were brilliant. The other two songs were alright, but I really enjoyed the first two songs. And on the album, Monument, I really enjoyed pretty much all of it. There was a really cool instrumental that I liked as well. Yeah, very melodic, I would say, like melodic neoclassical black metal. If that's the sort of thing that you'd enjoy, I think you would like this. So that was this CD update. I'd love to know in the comments below if you knew any of these more obscure bands. Obviously Vader and Blackbraid are the most well-known ones, but any of the ones that I've shown, if you know them, if you know any of the albums that I should check out, let me know in the comments. I've got more content, more CD updates to come in the future. And yeah, one more big thanks to Roger for sending me these. Yeah, I really liked all of them. Yeah, I really appreciate it, you sending me these. And yeah, if you got this far, thanks ever so much for watching. Until the next time, keep it metal.